So this is the Math 126 Cal 2 online course. Welcome to my Calculus 2 online course. My name is Kong Lu, and I'll be the instructor for the course. Okay, so everything is managed in Blackboard. So the way you do the homework you learn is in Blackboard, and we're going to use WebAssign also. I'll talk about that a little later. Okay. Okay. So he's asking, we will have to meet on Zoom or just complete assignments on Blackboard. You do not have to meet. We do not have any lectures, either in person or not. We do not. So we don't have to meet, even in Zoom, but or on Zoom. But you do need to complete assignments, yes. And the assignments are not in Blackboard, it's in WebAssign. So you need to access WebAssign from Blackboard. And the assignments include homework, quizzes, tests, and the final exam. And each of them has a deadline. For example, I think the first homework is due on 28th in 4 days. Okay, so if you have not started the work, you better start right away. Actually, I think there are 2 assignments due for the homework. 8.1 and 8.2, I believe, are due on 28th. And usually you're gonna get the 2 homework assignments due in each week. One I believe one on Tuesday or Monday, another on Friday maybe, or Thursday. I don't remember, but you check the deadline for the homework for each homework assignment. It's about 3 or 4 days for each homework assignment. So you have to complete each homework assignment within 3 to 4 days, basically. And in addition to that, we're gonna have like about 8 quizzes, I believe. I think the first quiz is due on September 1st, maybe. Let me double check it. I'll show you how to get the website and then how to do the work. So the first quiz, okay, let's see. It's September 1st. Okay, so that's about 8 days maybe. But I usually send the notification in Blackboard, the announcements, and also send an email to students to remind you about the quiz. The quiz is 10 minutes. Each quiz is 10 minutes. So you just have a few 2 or 3 problems typically to complete within 10 minutes. It's usually from I'm sorry. It's usually from 4 to 4:10. See, so this, if you look at this quiz, okay, how do we connect to? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that a little late. Okay, so if you look at the quiz, each quiz is 10 minutes. Well, the internet is slow, so you can. So, for example, this is the first quiz. Is available on September Friday, which is next Friday, I believe. It's available at 4 o'clock and it's due at 4:10. So you can only view from 4 to 4:10. I mean, it's due at 4:10. So it's essentially 10 minutes for a few problems, 2 or 3 problems. So what you do, you just log in, WebAssign, access WebAssign from your computer and start working at 4 and submit before 4:10. You will not see the quiz before 4 if you log in WebAssign. And the quiz also disappears after the due time for 10. So strictly 10 minutes. So you have to finish everything within 10 minutes and submit. And when you do especially when you do the quiz and tests, the tests are similar. Okay. When you do the problems in quiz or tests, you should always save any problem when you finish one, in case anything happens, you're going to lose all the work. And just submit before the due time, whether you finish or not. But do save each problem when you do the quizzes and tests. The test is 50 minutes, I believe. Like, for example, test 1. Okay. It will be from 4 to 4:50, I believe, on Friday. So test 1, see, Friday. The first test will be September 22nd from 4 to 4:50. So it's available at 4 and the due at 4:50. Once again, you will not see the test before 4 and after 4:50. So it just disappears. So you need to submit everything before 4:50, and you cannot see the test before 4. Okay. So it's very similar to the quizzes. The only difference is it has 50 minutes and more problems, of course. But you can see all the quizzes and tests are on Fridays at 4. Okay. So we have 3 tests, I believe, and then there's a final exam. Okay. I believe it's on December. In December, maybe, and you double check that. So that's the quizzes and tests. And for the homework, you do not have this time frame. You got all the time before the due and the deadline. So see, for example, this is 9.1. It's available from August 16th, so you can start working on the homework now for that section, and it's due September 18th. So as long as you can finish this section, the homework of this section by the deadline, everything will be fine. Okay. In case you miss the deadline of homework, you can submit or request the extension of it for each section of homework you missed. These are the deadlines for each homework. If you miss the deadline, you don't finish like 8.3 on September 1st, for example, before 4, then you can send request for extension online in WebAssign. Okay, when you open this homework, you should be able to see some button. Well, actually, if you go to WebAssign and open your course, then you should be able to find somewhere to request extension. You will not see once any assignment is beyond deadline, you will not see it, but you can still find somewhere to request the extension for the homework. Okay, you can request the extension for the homework. And you have two chances. You can request twice for each homework assignment. And each request will be granted 2 days. Okay, so make sure you're ready to do it before you submit the request, because you only have 2 chances and each chance only have 2 days. So that's for homework. And if you miss the quiz or test for some reason, then you need to call me, actually. You need to call me to make up. And then we can set up time for you. Well, actually, when you're ready to make up, just call me and we just set it up. On my side, I set it up for you to do it right away. Just give you the same amount of time as others did before for this quiz or test. Make sense? So you guys ready for the quiz and test, and just call me, and then we set it. I set it up on my end, and then you do it right away within the time frame. 10 minutes for quiz and 15 minutes for test. All right, but if you miss a test or quiz without a documented excuse, there will be a 10% penalty of the score. So you're going to lose 10% of the score you make for the quiz or the test. All right. So if you make 80, for example, for a missed test, and you don't have a documented excuse or future excuse, then I have to take you 8 points. So you score for the test will be actually 72. Okay. Any questions at this point?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have class on Friday from 2 to 4:50.
Yeah.
And if we're supposed to have our quizzes at 4 to 4:10, I don't think I'll be able to complete them. So how would I go about
that's a good
taking
question. Just show me schedule, send me schedules. That'll be a proof. So then you can exempt from the penalty.
Okay, awesome. Should I email you?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay, any other questions? Just interrupt me anytime you've got any questions. If no question, then the other thing I want to show you is you know, there's a requirement by the university for it's called the attendance verification. You probably know that. So each student has to do something or attend classes for them to be able to apply scholarship or financial aid. So I will check the student progress in here every day. It shows how much time they spend on the assignments in total, and the point they make and the percentage. So in order to be verified for attendance for this course, you have to log in website, access website to do some work. You have to actually work on it. I should be able to see the score in somewhere. Okay. Then if that's the case, then I will treat it as you attended the class. Okay. And so all of the students here, you can see there are a few students who already started the work, and they show, the percentage and the score, and total score, and the score in the corresponding sections. Okay. So if you just log in website and log in, open a homework assignment. For example, you open 8.1, but you don't do anything, you don't submit, then it will not show any percentage or score anywhere. Okay, it will not show in here or there. And that's not treated as attendance. So you have to submit how much you do on the homework, you have to submit. Then there will be some score showing up in here. And then that will be treated as a attendance. Otherwise, it's not counted as attendance. All right. So just try to start real quick. The first assignment is due on 28th of this month, as I said. Okay, 4 days, in 4 days. Any questions about WebSign? When you access WebSign, you should be able to find your course easily and the assignments easily, just like I do. I think there's something like you as students, you're going to see something like this, on your side. Then you will see current courses. Okay, just pick the one we have. So this is 126, section 1. There should be only one in here. I have 2 in here. Okay, and in your case, you should only have 1. I actually have 3 or 4 courses, but the only C1 126 class. Okay, if I choose here, go. Okay, then see, it doesn't see. Okay, this is textbook. Okay, this is ebook. You can click on it and view the content. You don't have to buy another textbook in hard copy or soft copy. Maybe I choose the wrong one. Let me choose this one. It should show some. Oh yeah. So you can see on the left-hand side, it shows all the homework assignments. Okay. All of them are available now, so you can start work on them, any of them, and each of them has a deadline. So you need to, 8.1, 8.2 is due on 28th, and 8.3 is September 1st. So you got each assignment for each section, homework. You can see homework in here. So if you miss the deadline for a section, for example, 8.1, after 28th, August 28th, you will not be able to see it in here, but you can still request for extension. There should be some window, something you can click to request for this specific section for extension of deadline. Okay. You will not be able to see any quiz or test on your side in here because they are not available now. Okay. So, and when you work on the problems, you will sign. If you got some problems, for example, in homework, you can ask me questions by push the button of ask your instructor beside that particular problem. Okay. So it's very convenient. Any questions about this? So I'm just the student view. So that's about WebSam. Okay, I guess I want to talk about this whole class or course a little bit. This is the online course, so we don't meet in any means. You finish everything by yourself on WebSign. But the course is managed through Blackboard. So you have to access WebSign from Blackboard. How you do it? You click on Tools. If you remember what I did, click on Tools. You should be able to see a lot of links in here. The very top left one is access WebSign. Just click on it. It will access you to WebSign for the work and all the resources there. I believe it has the course has I just showed you the ebook, and for each section you can actually, when you open the ebook, you can actually click on the button for a person to read the textbook. I don't think they have instructions for the course, but they do have some people reading the book section by section. Okay. You just check that. And that will helpful, hopefully. Okay, so now under the home page on the menu, you're gonna see the announcements. You know, these are the announcements I post. You know, usually the important information for the course. So make sure to click on the assignments every time when you log in Blackboard course page, because they are important. Okay. There are a lot of instructions there that help you to manage the course. Okay, so this is just a document, a file, just wrote a brief introduction about this course. How do you start? You know, some of my information here, I believe. If it's not here, it should be in some other way. But this is just brief introduction about the course itself and how you proceed. You know, you need to you don't need to buy the textbook because there's already an ebook on website, but you do need to buy Cengage Xcode. You know, it's called Cengage Unlimited. Just buy it from here. Just click on here, and it directs you to the page, and you buy the option of Cengage Unlimited. I think it's $75, as I said. If you know, I said before maybe. And then once you buy the code, then you're going to need to use the code to register in Cengage. So you need to create an account, and then you need to link the account with your account in WebSign. I already created account for everybody in WebSign. So there's an account in WebSign and the account in Cengage when you register with the Xcode. So you need to link those two codes to accounts. But sometimes strange thing can happen when you try to link them, because you know, some students, for example, they took online courses before in WebSign, then they already had another account. So then there may be some confusion for the system to recognize when you try to link WebSign and the Cengage accounts. And if that happens, try to contact the Cengage people for help. I'm going to talk about it a little more on that part, how you seek for help from them. Okay, because that's the issue a lot of people had before. Okay, so this gives information about myself. Okay, I'm in engineer building 257. This is my phone number and email address. Just feel free to contact me. Okay, I also made a small video to introduce myself in here. You can watch it. Any questions so far? So that's the welcome page. And the next thing is called the information. So this is some files. These are some files that required or that help you for the course. So what kind of skills, technology you need for the course, and the course itself, what is it? you know. And the syllabus. Okay. So each thing has a percent. So this is just a tentative of the grade. How to determine the grade, the percentage of each part from the homework, quiz, test, and exam. So it could be changed a little bit later, but typically, if you have 90 to 10, 100%, you get A. 80 to 89 B, 70 to 79 C, and so on. So this percentage will be from calculated according to this these numbers. There are 8 quizzes, for example, and a bunch of homework and 3 tests and 1 final exam. So these 3 tests will make 50% of the total score, and this 8 quizzes will make 15% of the total score, and all the homeworkers and will make 10% of the total final score, and then what do we make in the final exam? You get some score and multiply by 25%. Then you add all the components to get the score and see if it fits in 90 to 100 or 80 to 89 and so on. Then you know what the grade is. All right, so these are the sections. Outline for the course. Academic misconduct, you should work by yourself when you take the tests and the quizzes, final exam. Registration is not needed for the test. Okay. Each test and each quiz is scheduled at the specific time slot. I will usually post the time slot for each quiz and each test, and also send an email to you guys to remind you about it. So what you do is just do it anywhere you want. You can do it at home. Just don't forget the time slot. Just log in your account and the Axel will sign at the pre set time slot and finish the whole thing. Finish the quiz or test. The quiz is 10 minutes. The test is 15 minutes. So just save each problem when you complete in the quiz or test, and submit the whole thing before the due time. Okay. If you don't submit, you're not get a score for the test or quiz. All right. But you do not need to register for the quizzes and tests. All right. So how to submit assignments? When you work on the assignments in website, then you should be able to see a button. For example, when you do the homework, I just work on the problem one by one, and then at the end, when you finish it, just submit, hit submit. That's it. Of course, you have to do it before day 9 for the homework. And similarly for the quizzes and tests, you have to submit the whole thing within the time frame or slot. Okay, there's one thing called tutorial assistance network, or TAN. This is a free tutoring service provided by the university. It is free because you already paid it in your tuition. So you should make the best use of it. So anytime you get some difficulty in learning the course, you don't know how to do the homework, you don't do well in the quiz and tests, try to get help from them also. And this tells you the steps how to schedule appointment with the tutors in hand and where to find them. Okay, this is some information that you can also use to contact them. Any questions so far? Okay, if we no question. I think I do want to show something for you before I forget. Web sign, how to, you know, about buying the X code from web sign. Oh, Cengage actually. Okay, let me see. I guess I need to share. Can you see this? Forlet access. Okay, so all right. Do you have a question, Mimi? You raise your hand. Okay. So this is a program. I think you can use use this as a choice to pay the X code from your scholarship or something. You know, just read it. See if you are eligible for this. For it. And save a little money. All right. So this is a benefit for students. Essentially, they can pay. I believe it says that you can pay the cost for the required course materials or something. Okay. So come back to the Blackboard. How to access sign, you know. I think I wrote some steps in the in in announcements. You know, there's detailed steps I wrote in here. How to access website. Yeah, you see. How to access website from Blackboard. So 5 steps. But what you really need to do is just go to Blackboard course page and you know, go click on tools, and then you're gonna see the website icon button on top left of the window, and click on it, as I just showed, I believe. But you know, see website, just click on this, then you'll be in website. Of course, you have to buy the X code and create account with Cengage, buy the X code from Cengage, and register with the code and the link accounts in Cengage and website. Okay, and then after everything is done, then you should be able to access website easily. So, but I do also give you some helpful links in here. So this is how you can seek for help from Cengage people if you got some issues linking your accounts in Cengage and Blackboard. Okay, so this is some office hours for them. You know, virtual office hours. You can meet them on Zoom. This time slots you can choose, reserve to meet them. Okay, and some additional support. You know, just click on them. How to find useful information about Cengage and help. Okay, especially. But I think the best way is to reserve office hours to meet them. Okay, so that's that and the student resources. There are a bunch of them. I don't have time to go through all of them one by one, but you can find a lot of things, a lot of resources. You know, if you haven't, I've never used those things, Blackboard, Cengage, or WebSign, how to purchase Xcode, how to register Xcode, how to link WebSign and Cengage accounts, all of them are in here. ITS web page. And then link to University Library, Tutorial Assistance Network. There is a link in here too. I just talked about that. And link to the Writing Center, STEM Learning Center in the engineering building on the first floor, if you don't know that. And they also help students with courses. So that's another resource you want to seek help for. If you have some problems with the course, you can find some tutors there also. These are some other related stuff. APA writing, open access journals, and so on. And then the last thing is the course evaluation. So not the last thing, but you at the end of the semester, you just do the survey by clicking on this link here, and the Office of Veteran Affairs and Disability Services. If you need, just go here and request. All right, so that's that. And these are chapter PowerPoints. Those are the notes for the courses for each section. I already made them. I posted in here. You can see all of these notes in here. Okay, for each section. And chapter lecture videos. So these are the videos I made by myself with some additional videos, I believe. I also put some other videos by others from internet, but most of them are just from myself. I recorded those videos for each section that help you, with the course to learn the materials and see how to access website from Blackboard. I also put the video in here. Okay. Discussions. There is a discussion board for the course. I need to read this post from students anyway. But you can chat with your classmates on this board and ask me questions in here. In addition to the website, where you can ask me questions for any specific problem. Beside the problem you have a button to ask the instructor in website, but you can also post the question here, ask me, and communicate with you classmates with the course material, but do not talk about something else or anything else, just for the course material. Okay. And again, these are the tools. You can find a bunch of things, resources in here. Hopefully it will be helpful to you. I guess I have talked about a lot of things, and you need to read those documents in here in details. And if you got any questions or problems, just feel free to reach me. You can either send me email or call me, or we can even set up a Zoom meeting if you need. Just feel free to contact me if you got any questions. Any questions about the course or about anything? At the end of this here on the menu, you should see course evaluation. So that's the link for the course survey at the end of the semester. I think it's not available at this point, but it should be it should be ready by the end of the semester. Okay, so let me see what the no question. So I hope I explained quite a bit about things, but you still need to read the instructions, information, for example, there are other things you need to read in here. You can find things helpful. If not, just contact me. So it's already 4:56. I think we are. This is time for us to wait. This is time for us to end the session. And I hope you can enjoy the course and have a great semester. And start the work early. Okay. The problems in homework are really, they're not trivial. It takes a lot of time to do the homework. So you should start the homework as soon as possible. You got a lot of work to do each week. All right. Okay. Let me just stop the recording.